Hi there, welcome to today's video. Today we've come to a place we've been to before, but whenever we've been, it's rained. So today, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get a little bit of sun. Today, as you can see up there, we've come to Filey. So let's go see why it's voted one of the top holiday destinations, seaside holiday destinations in the UK. Come on, come with me. Well, we're here with Layla today. She's my 2IC, second in command, with a camera bag on her back. She likes doing that for me. Now, Filey's been around as one of the very early holiday destinations when Victorian times was about, and well, you can see the Victorian type structures all everywhere around here. You could almost think using the likes of Bath with the classic tough buildings. But as you go along, we're going to go into in a minute what is a truly Victorian gardens. The sort of place you'd come in your Victorian outfit for a stroll. You used to come to the seaside for the fresh air and visit places like this. It's even got a proper bandstand, so you can sit and listen to the music. Very, very classic place to be.
The garden has won the Gold Award for the RHS Bloom Awards for the past 2 years.
In this park is this rather unusual well. Why do I say it's unusual? Because it is actually a well. Many of these are sort of ornamental things, but this is a proper well. However, you are supposed to throw your coins at it and hit that bell. Then the coins are emptied daily out of that slot there, and it helps maintain this park. But the water in the well is actually what keeps all these flowers fully in bloom, because it feeds right underneath it, giving it all this extra ability to grow, I suppose. And you can see while this park has won a green flag as one of the best parks in the UK. There are plenty of chairs to sit on and look at the view that you've got right over the coast itself. And in the park you'll find the odd thing. This one's a little bit more unusual. Man sat on a fishing pot, if you like, or whatever, basket, with a little fish at its feet. One of the things that they have got in this garden, which you don't see in many parks, is a beehive. Why have they got a beehive? Well, it helps the garden, and it means that they're helping the bees, which we all know need as much help as they can get. One of the things that draws people here is the shops. Yes, it's got a nice beach. Yes, it's got a nice garden there. But you've got some very nice different shops, whether it be your trinkets that you want, something a bit more military. The whole point of this place is it's different, not like other resorts, and that's why we're spending just a little bit of time looking at everything on it. Sure, you've got your rock and your gifts and fridge magnets, no doubt. And exactly the opposite, you've got a cocktail bar, you've got a burger place, another cafe that's dog friendly. Opposite a home furnishing shop. It is just that sort of place where if you want to see something a bit different, it's here. And let's have a look at this one over here, the treasure chest. You got your jewellery. And some different sorts of ornaments. And if you need a wetsuit, or your bucket and spades, right next to the walk down to the beach. And like in Ripon and so many places, knitting has become a post-box splendid thing. Going on loads of them. This one obviously very much themed that way, whereas Ripon's was more towards World War II, the last lot that we're on. You've even got pubs that are children welcome, dog friendly. I mean, let's face it, a large fish and chips, £12, can't be bad. But opposite there, you've got the memorial gardens, where people who've died in both world wars are celebrated here. Something that's quite common in the UK. But it's one of those places that's maintained and looked after. Just a quiet place to sit down. But you can see they've looked after the flowers in here, whereas some get neglected a little bit. There are some fantastic roses here. I'm sure somebody in the comments can tell me what type of roses these are, but to me, it's just a lovely smell. Oh, we've even got a bit of sun out. See how long that lasts. I must say that when I think of a rose, I always think of red or pink roses, but the red rose, those always seem to me to be what a rose should be. So if you're wanting somewhere that's got somewhere to shop that isn't just bucket and spade places, and if you're wanting somewhere that's got a decent beach for the family, this is probably why Filey succeeds where other places don't. It's got a nice mix of both. You've got your supermarkets, Tesco's, Spar, whatnot. You've got bakery like Coupland's, but you've got enough of everything else as well, and that's where the difference is. Is Filey for you? Well, why don't you come and have a look, see for yourself. Well, the bus station, right next to Tesco's, right next to a pay and display car park. Now, the only thing I will point out with Tesco's, you're only allowed 90 minutes. A lot of supermarkets, it's 2 to 3 hours, obviously because it's a seaside resort. But you can see, this is just literally walking distance to the seafront. Well worth considering if you're parking up for a few hours. So we're walking from the centre of town into Filey, into the beach area. Now, last time that we came to Filey, we came from the other end, and nice enough walk, but the view from here is just 10 times better walking down to it. The other thing I did notice, there is street parking which is free for an hour, but on a Sunday there's no restriction. So you could save yourself a lot of money, because it doesn't specifically mention it anywhere, but you can park on the streets in the designated areas for nothing on a Sunday. Or at least that's what it looks like to me. But just take a minute to have a look at that view. Absolutely fantastic view. And right near the seafront again, a lovely, well-maintained garden. That's one thing I've noticed with a lot of seaside resorts. Victorians used to have these gardens an awful lot, and those that have been maintained, well, You can look at them, you just want to go in them, don't you? Right, this small chap here was originally in Whitby. So if you've seen him before, that's where he's from. But in 2012 they bought him and brought him here. It's called High Tide in Short Wellies. And originally, if you come down here, come on, you'll notice there's a rat down there. There was originally, according to all the records, a fish wrapped in paper. Has the rat pinched it? Well, as you can see, there's an awful lot more happening here since last we were about. But the sea is definitely in again. Much more fun for the kids. Right, well that's Layla asking to get very, very wet, I think.
No, you don't get wet on it.
Yeah, you will. Sometimes signage doesn't make sense. Permit holders only beyond this point, no unauthorised access. So, how do you get to the shops? If we get across there, and it says it there again. Now, I know it's for the boats, and it's really for that. And yes, you can cross there, but you've got your RNLI boat station here. So they need to be able to get people straight out if needed, and that's why. But, as I say, sometimes the signage doesn't add up quite right, does it? Key rings, £3 each. Not exactly what I'd class as cheap, but there you go. Do you want a holographic football? And sunglasses a £5. But let's have a look for the more important things. Got a nice change of ice creams there. There's some ice creams there. And we've passed about 5 other ice cream stalls on the way here. Let's see what they have at the end. Oh, we're safe. It's food. And then if you remember when we came here last time, we walked down and had a walk on those pebbles to see what it's all about. But I can see they've done quite a bit of work here by the looks of it. They've built an extension here by the looks of it, and those look new. Can't remember if they were there. No, they're not new. They've just been maybe revitalised a bit. So, no beach to show you, and there is a nice beach, because if you've seen our videos on the 2 haven places, which are just further up the coast, it's the same sandy beach. As I said on those, they're an ideal place to stay if you want to visit Filey, or Bridlington or Scarborough, because you're not that far away from any of them. But the beach today, hiding from us. You can see there's plenty of places to eat, and what we've had here weather recently, we've had a week where we've had a heat wave. That only means that it's been hotter than average for 3 days in a row, but we've had it into late 20s, early 30s, and the day that I can come out videoing, it's dropped, and there are the odd cloud out there that's really making you think, am I going to get rained on? So we've been lucky so far. We'll go a little bit further and see what else there is. A lot of people do participate in water sports around here. As that woman there is on that surfboard with a paddle. There's nobody else though gone out. Oh, there's somebody a bit further out that's got one. Yeah, there's probably 2 or 3 people out with them. Fancy a game of crazy golf? Right on the seafront. Or perhaps you're like Layla, who would like to sit in a boat and get hit by golf balls. Now that's an unusual building just behind her with that window sticking out. That'd be a great place to see, out to sea. You can see there's quite a few places just on the seafront. So who really wants to work out at the seaside? Well, there's obviously a couple of people who do. I certainly won't be. Last time we came here, I said that this part really does look like a train station. Well, now that everything's open, you can see its toilets, a cafe, and some shops. It just still looks to me like some sort of train station. Don't know why. So, why is Filey rated repeatedly in the top 10 of UK seaside resorts? It is definitely not your Blackpool, Scarborough of this world, so there's not an awful lot of amusements going on, but there is some. On top of that, you've got a nice beach when you can see it, and plenty of bits and pieces going on. So you've got the shops to look round, you've got the gardens to sit in. So the only thing I can think of is, first of all, its location is fantastic. Brilliant place to actually be at. Second of all, it's always got that little bit extra there. So if you want to go walk around the shops, you can do. If you want to make a sandcastle, apart from today, well, we're here anyway, yes, you can do. If you just want to walk about, sit and relax, you can do. But if you want something extra, you can get in your car and go 10 minutes down the road to Bridlington or Scarborough. So it's got an awful lot going on in a very small area. So the big question is, as a family, would I come back here? Day trip, yeah. Would I stay this place for a week? No. Not as a holiday resort on its own. Would I stay in this area? Yes. And use this as a base? Yes. Personally, I would probably go to one of the Haven camps because I think they are top notch. But if you prefer a hotel, this is the place I would suggest. You've got most of the North Yorkshire coast right next to you. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, this return to Filey, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.